you. My bad, my bad. That's crazy. The first chatters are on YouTube? That's insane. What's up, chat? Hi, chat. Hi, chat. How's it going, everybody? Sorry I didn't stream yesterday. I was tired. I'll say I was tired, chat. I was tired. But instead, I made a Clips channel video. Yo, 5 a.m. here. Going to sleep gambling. Dude, and you know what? I would not want to go to sleep anyway else. Hi, Altrive. Hi, YouTube chat. Hey, guys. How's it going? My streamer's EP. Don't say it like that. Thanks for the 22 months.
My Prime sub.
Dude, when I use my what? Chat, did you know you can also use your... Morty, you can also use... Morty, you can also use your... you can also use your... Well, of course, your tighter streaming is harder than your 9 to 5. All I'm saying, and I've been saying this, is that I think I would much rather shoot Osama bin Laden in the face in Iraq than do my job. I think it's an easier job. Why is the new video intro so professional? Quite frankly, I sent an intro to... I was talking to an Oomfy, and they said, hey, you should make your intro like this. And I said, oh, okay, I'll make my intro like that. And I sent the like a scripted intro. And I said, sure, I'll script the intro to change it a little bit. And then, simply put, William willingly said, don't worry, I got you. And then just did that. That's it, that's why. Sometimes Will just wants to do things like that. And it's not like I'm gonna tell Will not to do that, you know? Will wanted to do it. Will wanted to have fun and go hard on the intro, so I let Will do it, all right? Let Will have some fun. They're a little editor. I'm not gonna tell my editor, actually, I want you to take all of this work you just spent 2 hours on, and I want you to delete it all, because I fucking hate it. And I thought it was cute. I think it looks nice, chat. I hope you guys liked the new video, chat. How's it going, YouTube and Twitch chat? How you guys doing?
Lemonade.
Thanks for the Prime Vigorous Wombat. Let Will take over the channel. I let somebody else take over the channel, and it was the worst performing video I've ever uploaded. So I'm starting to think that might be a bad idea. You made me cry, and what are you going to do about it? Are you gonna just come here and complain about it? I didn't watch the new video. I actually dislike Altrive. And you know what? Re-fucking-tweet. Me fucking too, dude. Get in fucking line, man. That video was awesome. Wow, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for saying that video's awesome. Wow, thank you. Thank you, wow. Hi, YouTube. You smell nice today. Actually, chat, that was wholesome. Can we get a 1 for wholesome? No, ads. Well, if you simply just subbed twitch.tv, you could get ad-free. Or if you're on YouTube, I don't know, does memberships give ad-free? I don't know. If you're on YouTube, fucking, you can buy the premium version of YouTube. That video was awesome. I saw something I wrote for 2 seconds, and you know what? That's probably longer than what most other people wrote. So you know what? Good job on you. I'm gonna make you cry. Okay, do it then. Do it. Fucking try. Go ahead and do it. Make my fucking day. Chat, we're continuing the Pokemon Nuzlocke that we've been doing for months, maybe years, chat. It should be a good amount of time. It's a fun time. It's a good time. Sorry it's been so late. I think we were supposed to start at 7, but I was at Costco. I got a chicken bait. I went, we're Costco guys. Of course we eat the chicken bake. I got a chicken bait. I'll be honest. Sometimes I sit here and I think, you know what? I should have got the Costco hot dog. Or the pizza. When is Pokemon IRL coming out? I was just talking to Miyamoto. He said we're working on it. He said 2026. Keep your eyes peeled. Me and my girl broke up earlier this week. Anyway, any tips on not getting any play? Well, you're watching Altrive, so that's probably why, like, you can't be an Altrive viewer and also be dating someone. That doesn't really make any sense. Second of all, like I said, you are watching Altrive on twitch.tv, so you're already on your way to just not getting play. Pokemon Real Life comes out in 2016. Dude, no fucking way. I'm so excited for 2016, dude. That's gonna be my year. You would be eating Giwi if you ate the Costco hot dog. Why is she a Costco hot dog now? Thanks for the 4 months. Cute pulling. There's someone who's probably watches you and is married. There are people who come into my chat and they claim they're married and they say, this is my wife. And then the other person comes in and goes, hi, hello, I'm her wife. And I go, wow, that's so crazy. You guys must be lying to me. New FNAF teaser, purple guy is in FNAF 2, he sits in your office. You must be fucking lying to me. Thanks for the, I don't have the notification set up because I don't know how, but Riley, thanks for $10. Thank you so much. A super chat. Everybody, can we say thank you, super chat? I'm a YouTube viewer, so I have the loophole and I can date someone. You might be onto something. If I multi-watch Altrive, do I get less play or does it cancel out? I think you get less play because now we're just like, now we're in a crazy, scary area. Thank you for the super chat, guys. Everyone say thank you. Thank you, super chat. They're like normal chats, but they're fucking super. Yes! Guys, it's my favorite stream. It's the Pokemon Nuzlocke Coach Lock, where we have, how do you pronounce my username? Oh, it's Hawktua. That's how you pronounce it. Who's coaching you? It's Captain Kit. You know what I'm saying? It's Captain Kid from Persona. Her wife, I didn't know you were woke. I know, it's a shame. Thanks for the 100 bits.
Super chat.
True.
The FNAF 3 teaser trailer. I heard his name is Salvage.
Watch out for the FNAF 3 trailers. The game fucking sucks. If people are married in this chat, that's a big step for an Altrive fan. We went for the caveman of the future. That's true. I hope nothing goes wrong and no Pokemon dies. That'd be sick, dark, twisted, and evil. Dude, it would be funny and awesome, and I'm getting a kid from my coach. Yo, what's up, Coach Braden?
Oh, what's good?
Yo,
Are
what's
we
up?
gaming?
Dude. Right now, no, I'm sitting here with my fucking, like, thumb on my ass, but I could be gaming.
We should, honestly, I would even say we should be gaming.
We should be?
I would
Are
go
you,
as
like,
far,
are you
yeah, I would
bossing
go
me
as far
around now?
Look, I'm the coach. I you know, what I
Okay.
say goes, obviously.
I think this is how we had set it up previously.
Yes.
I think
Yeah,
I
let
have
me
geniusly
pop that bad boy out.
managed this correctly.
Let me see if it,
Where it is
okay, yeah, it looks good on my stream, and then if I wanna...
Because now,
Boom,
check
boom,
this
boom.
shit out.
Beautiful.
Check this out, chat. Check this out. It's gonna blow your fucking mind. Blow your small little brains. These are the 37 months. All right, now I can grab the Wordle and drag it right into place. Oh my god, and I'm a genius. Look at that.
Ho, ho, ho.
And look at that.
Pressure.
I figured it all out.
Pressure. Mine's
Now-
not nearly that fancy. I just toggle your gameplay and then I have a windowed capture that's also very stretched because it has to fit my GBA layout that I have.
Yeah, well, like, and I have it reset back up. Look, the background is all fancy. Look at that.
Someone said, hold on. Someone just said ban me for no reason, please. So
Well, that's awesome. I just got a phone call.
Yeah,
I should really add the phone call rule.
We have to execute them. They're gone. Wow, that's an OG follower too. They've been following for like 2 years and now they're gone.
Look, we got a live preview background where it's fucking, we got Gaussian blurred. We're fancy.
Oh.
We're
The
fancy.
blur, yeah, the blur is fancy. You know, if you have like the blurred OBS plugins, like it's serious.
And you know how I do,
Seriously,
and the
ridiculous.
way I simply did all of this is that this is actually just a crop display capture. that's how I originally did it. Now here's the question: if I hit start recording, does my life
Wordle is a
crash? Thanks for the 100
five-letter
bits.
word.
Spoiler:
Five
the
letters.
Wordle is 5 letters. Now if I hit this, does everything start dying and I lose sense of reality and time? I've dropped 2 frames. I'm dropping 30 frames. I've dropped 70 frames. I dropped 90 frames. I dropped 100 frames. I dropped 116 frames. I dropped 126 frames. I dropped 100.
Oh,
we're not,
and it
we're
just
not
keeps
recording.
going.
We're not recording.
Who needs split audio tracks anyways? You know what I'm saying? Who needs those things?
I say it's already well balanced. Can you talk? I need to balance the audio.
Hey, we're talking. I'm gonna talk in my YouTuber voice.
All
It's
right,
a
you're
little bit
perfect.
louder than normal, so okay,
You're
there we
perfect.
go.
All right. And now the first task of the
And
day.
now
we have
we
to do the
Wordle.
Wordle.
And now we Wordle. Okay.
And I start with the word horse. I have some fantastic news.
Did we strike out again?
I have some fantastic news. Not a single letter of the word horse is in it. So
Oh no way. Okay, well.
that's fantastic. That's actually completely
No
and
R's.
wonderfully
Man,
useless.
there's so many E's and R words that I want to.
That does knock out so much stuff. There is that classic start where you say like I do or something like that, like I'm getting married.
Yeah.
I don't know how to spell that word.
Not-
I've tried it. I've tried
Well,
doing it.
don't try it now because it does have an R. I can confirm.
There's definitely not an R.
No R's.
There's no R. I don't know why you said there's an R in it.
I said there's no R's. We
Oh, there's
definitely
no
don't.
R.
There's an R in Marion is what I was saying. That's why we don't want to use the
I was
word.
gonna say
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know how to spell the word I do, the one that uses like 3 vowels.
There we go. Not in word list. All right, well, just
gummy.
keep trying. Keep trying.
I've now done the word gummy. There's a Y. It ends in a Y. I have some fantastic news. We might be so
Y,
fucked.
there's no H. I bet there's got to be like a P, like something P. Like, there's no O.
There's probably an A
P.
somewhere.
Oh, yeah,
It's definitely not the
That's
word
not how I
happy,
spelled
but
it.
we could try the word happy.
yeah.
I'll try the word happy. Okay, so there's no H or P, but there is an A and a Y, so it's blank
So we
A,
got-
blank, blank Y. So now we just get to sit here and guess with our heart's
Something-
content.
Oh,
Hey,
hey.
hey.
Apparently, when I stopped streaming, I just forgot how to drink tea. I've spilled it on myself like 2 times. I don't even know how that's possible. It's not even like it's close to being full.
Dude, and that's
I don't know how this keeps
and
happening.
that's fucking soul, and that's talent, and we applaud you for your work.
Yeah. Great work over here.
Now, what the
I don't
fuck?
have any music
What the
playing.
fuck is the word? Is it nanny? Is it wanny? Is it tanny? Is it
Handy?
taffy? It could be taffy.
Is there? Yeah, it could be. I definitely think. Yeah, it's gonna be. You lock. How about I'll lock in taffy for us. We
Okay,
can
you
try-
lock
we
in
can try that
taffy.
one.
If it's not taffy,
Oh, it's taffy. Good
It's
call.
taffy?
I'm a genius.
Holy shit! How
Look
did
at
I guess
that.
that?
I'm undefeated at Wordle.
How did I guess taffy? Why did I just was saying a bunch of. You know why I thought
Just off
taffy?
the
This is gonna be
dome.
fucked up logic. All right.
Yeah.
I was thinking about how do I fit Luffy in here at all, and I was thinking of rubber, and then
That's the
taffy was
closest- yeah.
taffy is kind of like it's like gum
That's
gum.
If you think about it, today's word was just Luffy.
It is if I think
so
about
I
it.
think, yeah, I think.
And now I
can-
start
so.
the 30-minute timer.
Let's see. Boom.
And now I start my 30-minute timer. I load up my fucking my little silly rule book. Open up my Twitch chat. Oh my god, we're playing the game.
Whoa! And then we start gambling again.
Are you so excited? And you know what? And
Welcome back.
And I'm down. And this is so
These are
awesome.
just
This is and there we
Pokemon
go.
gambling
Perfect.
streams.
And just as the
Uh-oh,
stream
yep.
started.
Nice.
Why can't I open this suddenly? Well,
You
this was
still have
funnier in
the-
this was funnier in my head until I couldn't fucking open it.
Fumbling the execution.
Did I forget?
I'm drinking a kombucha. That's my alcohol for the day. Like that counts.
Why can't I open it?
Is this the famous Sean Combs alcohol?
And listen, and shout out Sean Combs. You know he's a real one. I can't. Open
Thank you. You earned me
Why can I not?
$20 for banning me for no reason. There you go. Congrats.
Everyone, Shikawa is taking a nap after a delicious day. What does that mean? I can't open this. I literally had it opened a second ago, and now I can't open it. Oh, I got it. I got it. This this was harder than playing Among Us. All of this worked for this one joke of just running into 110 and then taking a shot. Fuck, I love Among Us. Ugh. Anyways, it's time to do it's time to play. It's time to play the game.
Well, are we playing the game?
Yeah.
Is it gym time? We're for like the first time in months we're doing a gym.
Maybe years. Are you ready for the gym?
All right, let's do it.
Are you sure?
I hope so.
We're gonna need a fucking stopwatch for this, bro. I'm gonna be straight honest with you. Because we've enabled the rule, guys! A new rule has been unlocked. That's right.
Gym
It's a
3.
gym rule. It's Gym 3. Gym 3's rule is, drumroll please, you are not allowed to move right when any hand on the clock is an even number.
When any hand on the clock is an even number. I'm really glad that we
Wait,
I'm glad we started this.
wait, wait. Wait, so now I'm looking at Nessa. Hold on. So now I'm looking at a
Yeah.
clock here.
we might have We might have wanted to start the stream a little earlier, I think. I think we maybe delayed the stream a little too long, in fact. Okay, who wants to gamble for 35 minutes? Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah, let's go gambling, baby. It was all just a ruse to get you guys to watch us gamble for 35 minutes. Okay, how about we what if we can utilize this time? What if we like grind up some of our guys or something?
Okay,
you know?
I'm down.
We don't have to gamble. Let's
No,
let's,
we don't
like,
have to gamble.
Let's do a little recap of our just for any new viewers, let's go through our team. Let's show off what we're working with.
Is there anything in our box?
I don't think so.
I have some big news. We have absolutely fucking nothing. We've killed it all.
We don't even have we don't even have dead mons. That's the craziest part.
Oh yeah, no, this is cooked.
Oh man. Good news, based on the Bulbapedia walkthrough, we are on part 5 of 19, just to give us a... We are halfway.
What does that mean? What does the
part 5.
Bulbapedia walkthrough even mean?
It's just like a frame of reference for how much of the game we've completed so far.
We're 9 of 15. We're like halfway done.
We're 5 of 19.
Oh, 5 of 19, so we're halfway done.
We're like 20. Yeah, we're like 25% of the way done.
Yay, chat! Let's
Clap
get
it
a
up.
one.
Clap it up for
25%.
Let's go. Let's go.
Anyway, so we have
love this
We have.
Yeah, we have Erm.
Dot.
Honestly, we have. Yeah,
Carol.
we have that guy.
we
We
have
should try and
Kale.
get a Gyarados. Let's use this time to try and get a Gyarados.
Okay, so how do you plan on doing that? What's the strategy?
Okay, so I say we do a little bit of I think we throw the I think let's I want to get both of them up. So let's throw the EXP share onto Tail, and then once Tail gets to a high enough level, then we can like train both of them at the same time, basically.
Right. Oh, I have to ping my Discord. Hold on. Good call, chat. Hold on. Good call. Pinging my Discord at stream. There we go. Morty. All right. So you want to take this thing, item.
Yeah.
Take that shit.
Take that bad boy.
Tail, item,
Yes.
give. And then what we do is we go. Where am
All the way
I?
down.
All the way down. XP share.
Beautiful.
Bam. Tail
Beautiful.
has it now. So now what do we do?
So now we should probably heal So let's definitely not mess up Mario 1-1.
Well, I've personally speaking, never done that. Never fucked up a Mario 1-1 in my
I don't think
life.
either of us ever have, actually, which is kind of insane.
Yeah, never fucked up a Mario 1-1 in my life.
Okay, it's like, it scares me when it's oh my god, it's so loud.
Chat, ignore the fact that it says fucking game over. Okay, that's irrelevant.
That one doesn't count. Okay, let's be careful. It's just Mario 1-1 after all. We don't want to hit the Goombas. It's so loud for me. I don't think people can hear it.
Oh, hey, Joe. What did Brayden do wrong to make the worst coach lock ever? What do you mean?
We don't even talk about, like, I'm gonna even get some extra coins, you know? I'm gonna get, oh, yo, we got the coins, okay.
Hey, Joe. Okay, I beat Mario 1-1.
All right, I'm almost done.
What do you mean almost done? How have you not finished? Have you not finished
I told you, I was
Mario 1-1
grabbing
yet?
all the coins. I wanted to...
Oh, you're taking your sweet time, man. You might as well be brushing your teeth while you're doing this. Anyways, Joe, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. We're playing my coach walk, Joe. In case you're curious about what's going on right now, we can't. I'm explaining this. We cannot continue our gym because the gym says you're not allowed to move right when any hand on the clock is an even number. So we can't do the gym. because it's currently 8
now we're gonna
o'clock.
go.
So we have
well,
to.
Yeah, we just gotta. It's gonna be 30 minutes. It'll breeze by. It'll go by in no time.
By the way, did you beat Mario 1-1?
Yeah, I beat 1-1. We can heal.
Okay, I can heal. Bad fucking ass. Truly, I have made everything a steak. It's not 8 for me, so you're good. I didn't ask for your permission, but thank you.
Someone said we didn't try the gym without moving right.
That's true. Here we go.
Let's. Wait. We could get soft. Wait. We might get soft locked. Don't. It's a bait. It's bait. Because if we go left, then we can't go right, and then we can't exit the gym. So.
Wait.
So let's just.
Wait. No,
let's
you
just hold
definitely.
down.
I'm now looking at the gym right now. You definitely can't beat the gym without going right.
Okay, you confirmed. It's confirmed. So. Let's go over to the left.
You want to go left?
Let's go. Yeah, let's go grind in that grass.
Yeah, we can go left.
We know we've already cleared all the trainers here, so we got nothing to worry about.
True, as per the rules.
Per the rules. Look, there's just a bunch of stupid little grass and bug types that we can annihilate with
And thank God for Erm.
Thank
Now,
God
if
for
only
Erm.
we could catch one of these Pokemon, you know?
If only. If only we could catch an Oddish. The Oddish has like eluded us for so long now. Okay, Tail's already level 10. I think
like
once
how-
we get Tail up.
Go ahead.
Let's see. I mean, we get Wing Attack at 13. I think once we get Tail up to 13, we can just throw Tail into the lead and then start training both of our guys at the same time.
Okay.
This is
I just
diabolical.
I'm thinking about how I had an entire rule specifically to getting your Ralts, and then the Ralts died to just to catch a
It died
Pokemon.
so early on.
It didn't even die in a fight, bro. It died to the fucking catch a Pokemon, die in the 5th slot. It just got sniped.
That was a sad day.
That was an awesome day. It was an awesome day because I felt miserable and I wanted to die and I was sad.
You want to explain what you did to the people that don't know?
One of the rules was on Route 102 you had to catch a Ralts. And then there's another rule that says if you catch a Pokemon in the fishing minigame, the Pokemon in the 5th slot is a guaranteed death. It just kills it. And, you know, whoopsies. Ralts shouldn't...
We need to get, like... It's so hard for us to get in theory, it would be so nice to just have a sacrificial lamb that we could always have in that slot. But we just don't even have 6 Pokemon most of the time. Like, we just don't even have enough.
We just can't catch them because we're just so bad at Minesweeper.
Somehow. I mean, the one stream it made, you know, you were heavily inebriated, which I think was really hindering our
but
ability.
what went wrong in the last one?
Nobody knows. It can never be confirmed.
I think what went wrong last time was that I was just a fucking idiot. Use Minesweeper on your phone. I think that's the answer. Is we have to start grinding Minesweeper. I have to just on my free time just get really good at Minesweeper.
I think that's true. Yeah, let's do that.
Well, that doesn't. But I'm spending my. But then I can't use my time reading Descartes.
Well, how committed you are to this Pokemon?
I just finished reading In the Words of the Buddha. It took me way too long to read it, but to be fair, I was homeless for a month, so that probably would help delay the reading of it.
That could do it. that would probably do it.
And so I'm on my next book by René Descartes. Yes, exactly. I've now started my new book for the first time in fucking like 3 months.
Look, you're doing better than me. I haven't read anything since college.
That's so fair. Why would you willingly read Descartes? I don't know. What do you want from me? I wanted to read philosophy. What is this mod? What do you mean? This is Pokemon Emerald. This is Pokemon Emerald. There is no mod. Thanks for the 43 months.
We're getting so many good attack EVs from these Puccino that I think are Puccino.
I forgot Puccino was a Pokemon. If I can be completely honest with you, It processed to me that that is what we're killing.
Get him.
Did you buy this copy of Pokemon Emerald at the garage sale? I actually bought it in your mother's house.
Got him.
And chat start clapping, and chat start clapping, and chat start clapping.
Too bad we didn't get the 1% Volbeat encounter here. That would have been pretty awesome.
And
Pretty
what
sick.
would that do?
I think Volbeat's kind of a cool guy.
How do you?
I can be like, whoa,
could this be a Volbeat? Maybe this is a Volbeat.
It could.
Have you thought about that? That might be a Volbeat. Did you ever question that for maybe a second, maybe a month, maybe a second?
Could even be a Volbeat, except that they're 100% male, so that was probably the other one. That was probably the girl version.
Illuminos.
Okay.
Illuminos.
All right, now this is where we. I'm just taking a peck.
What?
It's just a straight upgrade.
What?
Illumis, thanks. I do know the name of that Pokemon. I'm the Illumis' #1 believer. I'm the #1 defender. So yeah, now take the
yes.
Yeah, so take that and then give it to Carol.
It's so funny because like I can look at a lot of these other Pokemon names and I'm like, that makes sense. Tailow's called Tailo, ... and Herb, those ones make sense. The one that's been throwing me off the most is why is that one named Carol?
Why is it named Carol?
Why is the Magikarp named Carol? What happened there?
We should have done some VOD review. We needed some VOD review.
What happened to it being called Carol? Why is it named that?
Oh no, we're getting charmed down? You're kidding me.
And we lose.
Why
The
Illumis
game
is
is
go.
over.
And now we don't even 2-hit KO this.
and we don't even 3-hit KO.
Okay, well, maybe Tail needs
used.
some more time in the oven.
No, we got this.
Yeah. We gotta believe. It never moonlights twice in a row. Look, it's gonna be some juicy experience. Wait, we just got a crit. Come on, wait. This is let's focus energy here. Let's take a turn to focus.
Wait. It used
Okay, we just
this time.
Don't click moonlight, please, for the love of God.
Well, it would never do it 3 times in a row.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
And ladies and gentlemen,
now
just like that,
this.
we win. And watch me whip and
Now
watch me
watch
nay-nay.
this EXP. Ooh, juicy, juicy.
Chad, I'm 1 year into my current ascension level on Cookie Clicker, and I can't get past 4.5 quadrillion prestige points need. Someone need help. So what you do is you uninstall the game, and why? Have you ever read like a book? Have you ever read Meditations? Ever read Meditations of the First Philosophy? Bit conflicted right now because on one hand Among Us is an awesome and epic, but on the other hand the source of the artwork is in a mod drawn by a guy who's an unpleasant individual. Okay, but here's the thing, it was all made to make fun of him, so that's the point.
Well, let's just point and laugh at that guy.
The whole point of this specific Among Us sprite was that he got really mad anytime someone pointed out Among Us's artwork and he didn't like it. Do you think? No. Therefore, I'm not.
Tails getting so strong, so powerful.
Tails is getting so trolled. They're getting trolled.
Well, these are gonna be turning into one-shots in no time.
Don't worry, in fucking months, maybe years.
Yeah, well, eventually, we're getting a 2-for-1.
Bro, this is fucked up. I had 1 shot, and I had a chicken bake today, and why do I feel the shot so hard already? I don't even feel like fucked up, but I can just feel it, you know?
All you've had is a chicken bake?
What do you
I
mean
say we
all
run
I
from
had?
it.
What do you mean
I don't
all
want
had
to
is a chicken bake?
I don't like our odds here against anything that's not green. I say we run away from.
Anything that's not what? Green.
Anything that's not a green Amogus, let's run from.
What the fuck
What are
is
the odds we
blue?
find another shiny? We could find another shiny in this run to actually catch it.
Dude, I hope so. I hope we catch a Pokemon, and on our wheel we get the thing that says we have to catch it. We have to shiny hunt it, and then we are fucked.
Honestly, I would love that. I hope that's our Victory Road encounter. Honestly, I hope the last encounter of the entire game is that.
That would be so funny. We just sit there forever. I hope our last encounter is the one that just says kill it instantly.
But surely by the time we're in Victory Road, we're gonna have like such a healthy box.
You might be onto something.
And we're gonna be, we won't even need that last encounter, honestly.
Anyway, somebody said chicken bake is good, but it's no box combo. That has got to be the most useless statement I think ever written into a chat.
You're not a Canes fan?
No, I love Canes. That's just a useless statement.
Oh. Two things can be good.
Yeah, the chicken bake is good, but it's no A5 Miyazaki Wagyu. Like, oh, okay, thanks. Shit, you're right.
To be
Fuck
fair,
it.
I think chicken bake and the box are on more of a similar playing field.
That's just like, what, two things can't be good at the same time? It has to be one or the other.
Look,
The
everything on the
taken by
internet
chicken
has
bake.
to be at odds with each other. We cannot have unity on the internet. We always have to find a reason to argue with each other.
That's just true. Listen, I'm a Canes believer. I'll go as far as to say that if somebody told me Canes is bad and it's only good with the sauce and that makes it bad, I want to take them to a fondue place, and anytime they try to put the cheese inside the fondue, I slap their hand away. And I say, no, no, no. You eat it raw.
This is how it goes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. All of the Canes menu is designed to be dipped in the sauce. So if you're just not dipping in the sauce, you're just eating it wrong. So
They do. I mean, it's called the Canes sauce after all.
So like,
obviously.
If I go to Canes with some fucker and they're just like, oh, it's not good, like it's bad chicken because it's unseasoned, it only tastes good in the sauce, I'm gonna take them to a fondue place, and anytime they try to use the fucking fondue, I'm gonna slap their hand. I'm gonna say, no, you can't do that. Do we keep grinding, or do we play another Mario 1-1?
I think we're good. I think we're good until we run out of wing attacks.
Oh,
we
of
should be
course.
faster than everything, so we can just run away from the non-green ones. Once we get to like level 15, we should start one-shotting most of these, I think.
What about the Caniac combo? Are you the reincarnation of Socrates? Dude, Socrates is so funny. Dude, that guy makes me laugh so hard, because if you like really boil it down, Socrates was like that little 3-year-old. You know how when somebody goes like, you know when the 3-year-old goes, but why? But why? But why? Socrates was just like that, but he was a 70-year-old man, and he annoyed everyone in Greece so hard, they all went and got together, and they said, all in favor of him killing himself, say aye, and all of Greece said aye, and he killed himself. And I think that's really funny.
Yeah, we definitely want to run from this one, because...
He was the Hall of Fame troll.
He
He was, and Socrates was so funny, because why did that happen? I think it's even funnier that he annoyed Greece so hard, all of Greece decided, you know what, we should kill this guy. He should go kill himself. And he just said, well, if the people say it, then so be it. And so he did it.
That's a beefy Amogus.
Brayden is not engaging at all with Greek philosophy.
Look, I'm out here. I'm locked in. I'm focused on my job as a coach. I don't deviate.
That is literally what happened to Socrates. It is. They said, kill yourself. And he said, sure. And he did it. They gave him the option to leave. They said, you could either exile and leave Greece forever or kill yourself. And he said, well, if the people want it, then they will get it.
I ain't leaving.
It's like my second favorite philosopher that everybody like glazes. That's why I have him as a magic card. I have him as one of my magic cards. I have Socrates, the Athens teacher.
I didn't know you were so knowledgeable on this topic.
It's true. Number one, my favorite like philosophy glaze is have you ever heard of the philosopher what's his fucking name? Fucker in the barrel. Guys, who's the barrel guy? Diogenes. You ever heard Diogenes? He's awesome.
I don't think so.
Diogenes is like the invention of like bro, like, you don't need materialistic things to be happy, you know? You know how PewDiePie did that whole thing where he got robbed, and instead of being like, damn, I lost all my shit, he made like a 15-minute video talking about philosophy, and then he started sitting on the floor for like a year. Do you remember that?
I'm not a PewDiePie connoisseur, right?
Well, he got
I've
robbed.
consumed very little PewDiePie content.
Well, he
over
got
the course
he
of
got
my
robbed.
life.
He got robbed, and he, instead of like being like, "Damn, I lost my shit and that sucks," he made a video about Diogenes, the philosopher, and talked about how all he did was lived in a barrel, and he was happy. And that convinced PewDiePie to get rid of his desk and his chair, and so for like a year of PewDiePie content, he would just be sitting on the floor, like the great Greek philosophers. And one of the great things about specifically one of the things that Diogenes has said that makes him so cold-hearted and everyone claps is that when Alexander the Great had came up to Diogenes, because Diogenes was just so chill, they were like, he was like, I can give you anything you want in the world. What do you want? And he told Alexander the Great to get the fuck out of my way because you're blocking the sun. Which is hard as shit.
Oh man.
And the lesson here, the lesson here that most people take is, what the fuck? Why is he doing that? Anyways, what most people take the lesson of is that you don't need material possessions to be happy and blah, 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 blah. But I think it's really funny because they ignore everything else about him, which is that he would piss on people when they walked by. He would just start peeing on them. And he would go into plays and just start jerking off. And
Yeah, you don't need material possessions to do that. So
no, that's what I'm saying. And it's like, it's really talented. I'm like, wow, dude, I see those kinds of philosophers every day. They're called the homeless people on the street. Like, that guy outsped me and I almost
Oh,
died.
mama, that is
He
a.
outsped me and I almost died.
Okay, let's switch out into let's switch out into here.
But I just think it's so funny because it's like, wow, and that's philosophy. And then you start looking at it and you realize actually all the Greek people are kind of insane. It reminds me of Archimedes died because he wanted to draw circles. Dude, it's awesome. There's like so many people where they're like, wow, they did such great things, comma, but why this? I love Plato to this day. People can't agree whether or not he was serious or trolling. This is what I'm saying. Like, Diogenes is just like, that guy was essentially just like a homeless guy that everyone was popping off over.
That feels like the thinkers, you know? We're so we don't have, these new generations, we don't have the thinkers because there's just too much stuff to do. We're too preoccupied
There's too
with
much
technology.
thinking to be had.
No, there's not enough thinking. We need to be thinking more. Back in the day, that's all they could do. People, like, what else were you to do besides think?
Listen, and like, and just to say, no shade to the homeless people. It is just funny that Diogenes is essentially just a fucking tweaker. Like, he was just sitting there jerking off and pissing on people. Like, what is going on here?
I'm gonna embrace the...
I also think it's funny. I'm gonna play Mario 1-1. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'm gonna play Mario 1-1 too.
I also really like that, you know, it's like, it's so fun to see like great thinkers of our time, and then like you pull back
so
other
laggy.
things, and they're all just
It's
so
legitimately
strange.
so laggy.
Well, you have to be nice. Like, if you think about it, like Nikola Tesla, he invented AC energy and was trying to make cars that could charge wirelessly, and he invented the Tesla coil and the long form electricity, and he also wanted to marry a pigeon.
I'm having to explain how laggy this version of Mario 1-1 is. There's like a full half second of input. Sometimes the inputs just don't even come out. All right, Mario 1-1 has been defeated. We're good. We're good.
Fuck yes, but I think it's funny, like that bro invented like the most revolutionary version of electricity of all time. Tried to make fucking electric cars. He tried to make electricity that could be sent wirelessly. And also he wanted to marry a bird. He had a pigeon he loved and he wanted to marry it.
Look, I mean, love works in mysterious ways, you know.
You know what? That's the fact of the matter. That's the truth.
That's how it goes.
And that's what's so beautiful about love. What are other?
We can probably mess up these. We can mess up these. Now that we have a little
you
more
want
health.
to try the Puchianas now?
Yeah, I'm just those juicy attack EVs are calling my name, so I just want to see. I want to see how well we can do. Yo, what's good, Jacob? Jacob said, "What the fuck is this?"
Well, it's Among Us.
The greatest Nuzlocke of all time?
Well, it's Among Us and it's a coach lock.
It's
What
finally
else?
happening again after so long.
Trying to think of.
We didn't tell them about the rule where we have to take like 9 months off and then come back.
Well, that's an important rule of it. That was actually the hidden rule.
The hidden rule that we didn't tell anybody about.
The hidden rule. The hidden Roblox rule.
Yeah, so Jacob, the current rule for Watson's gym is that we cannot enter the gym, or if we enter the gym, we cannot go right if there is any hand on the clock that is on an even number. And we started at right around 10 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock Pacific time, so we've had about an hour of time to kill.
We got like 30 minutes. We got 10 more minutes,
okay.
and then we can attempt the gym.
We needed to do some grinding anyways, so it all worked out in the end. Look at this. Look at our Taylor was level 9 before this escapade. Look at how strong it is now. We
Dude,
might not need it for the electric type gym,
sweet.
but
Such an awesome rule, dude, and it's awesome. It's a good rule, and I don't know who made it, but they should get a pat on the back and a medal of honor
we have to
and a key
be
to the
really
city.
locked in. We have to be really locked in.
They should get $100 and a gift card to Chili's.
Yeah. Super chat, primers. Where are we at? Where are we at? Oh, he's
All right,
howling. Look at this
Brayden,
guy.
drop me the facts right now.
Yep.
You're sitting down at a wonderful, beautiful diner. All right.
Huh.
They hand you that beautiful plastic laminated menu. All right.
Yep.
What are you ordering at Chili's?
I'm putting the menu down and I'm walking out of the. I'm exiting the premises.
Why?
I'm wondering how I ended. I feel like I must have been drugged to end up in a Chili's.
And what is wrong with
I'm like
being in a
waking up.
Chili's?
I'm like, whoa.
And
where
what is
am
wrong
I?
with being in a Chili's? What are you beefing with here?
I will say, I have had very few like really poor experiences in restaurants. Chili's is the worst among them. Like it was.
It's
the
been
worst
30 minutes.
Uh-oh.
I gotta do
captchas. Captchas.
3 and 6J6. All right, beautiful.
Cool. Is it the same captchas every single time?
What? Stop asking questions. You're making me scared.
We just need the 9
Wait,
hours.
so you mean like so far statistically, every time you've walked into a Chili's, there's like a 50% chance that you're walking out like with a hospital bill as well?
Well, I've never been hospitalized by any food, so that would take the cake if something like that were to happen. But
That's
it was
fair.
just like awful food. My server was terrible, and they charged me for the stupid games on the little tablet. I did not even click on those. I was just trying to check out, and then all of a sudden I have to pay like $3 for these stupid shitty games that are there
Did you
for
at
like
least play one
preschoolers.
round of Peggle?
No,
Did you at least
I
play
did.
one round of Peggle?
No, because I didn't notice it until after I'd already paid. So it was too late.
It was too late to play the Peggle?
It was too late to play the Peggle.
Okay.
I was trying to get out of there as fast as I could. It was
It's
genuinely
such
like.
a shame.
I used to eat at Chili's quite a bit when I was a kid, and I like could never find anything that I liked to eat there. I always just disliked everything that was on the menu. And then this time in particular, I just had some random burger, and it was just horrible. It was one of the worst burgers I've ever had.
Bro, you're eating at you're not eating at Chili's, bro. You're eating at the local dumpster down the street. What is going on here?
It might as well have been. That's what I think of when I see Chili's.
That's fucked up and it's hurting my feelings. I don't have that much emotion tied to Chili's, so I actually don't care that much.
Like if you wore these scars, you would feel the same way.
So
trust
you're
me.
telling me you wouldn't even eat a Presidente marg? Like you sat down, you're not even taking like the $6 margaritas?
Nope. I don't
Really?
I don't drink. What incentive
What
is
a
there for me to
useless
go
life. What
to?
an absolute useless life.
Yeah.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I'm never gonna be coerced by. I'm never gonna be persuaded by any form of alcoholic discounts. Because those just go to waste on me. I'm not even partaking.
But you get no coconut margs, no Presidente margs. You think Joe Biden orders them himself?
Look, Joe Biden he's built different. I couldn't.
He loves those Presidente margs. Does Braden even drive? Yeah, how do you even drive? Do you have a car?
I must just be a really bad driver.
You must be a really anxious driver at all times. You must be so scared.
I'm just constantly at fear for my life.
I could not imagine living that life. Just an absolute terrifying existence.
Life with no alcohol in my, no alcohol coursing my veins.
Well, just driving with no alcohol coursing your vein. Like, you'd just be so anxious at all times, you know? You'd just be so nervous.
In the gym. Yeah. Most things I do in my life, I feel like would probably be enhanced if I was just constantly chugging alcohol.
Now you just sound like Seth Rogen. You sound like Seth Rogen with weed, bro. In any interview, they're like, "Do you smoke weed?" And he goes, "Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Are you high right now?" And he's like, "Fuck yeah, dude." Like, I love weed, man. You know?
That sounds accurate.
And now he has his own little pottery company where he sells weed products.
What a great usage of pottery knowledge.
Well, you know what I say? That guy has so much more money than me, so maybe he's onto something. It's not the weed stopping him.
Clearly he's doing something right.
Clearly it's not the weed fucking stopping him, bro. He's got fucking dollars. He's got an
Look how far Tail has come. Dude, look at how far Tail has come. We couldn't even 2-hit KO these before. We couldn't even outspeed and 2-hit KO these.
We should use them for the Watson gym.
We should. These wing attacks would go a little crazy into that Magneton. Is this meme Pokemon? This is real.
This is just Pokemon Emerald. I don't know why everyone's asking these like stupid questions for stupid idiots.
I'll pull it out of my Game Boy and show you right now. If I was the one playing, but I'm not the one playing, so.
That's true. So instead, here's a plushie of Combi.
Yo, a female one even.
That's what? How the fuck can you tell that?
You don't know? You don't know the tell?
On the
you don't know the tell?
You got the tell on the fucking plushie?
Wait, I feel like you wanted the male Combi. Did you buy the wrong?
I don't think I bought this shit, bro.
Aren't you a male Combi guy?
I didn't buy. I don't. Can you read this text? I did not buy this shit.
I cannot read what that says.
This shit says fucking Hey Gurumi.
Nui Gurumi?
Yeah.
It is a Nui Gurumi. I can that much is true.
This shit came from fucking Japan.
The land of the rising sun.
The land of the rising Combi. Wait, that's crazy. There's a male and female. Wait. Oh, the females have the little. I thought you were like a Combi guy. Have the little head.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked that you.
Well, sometimes sometimes I just be autopiloting, you know.
That's fair.
I just look at the reality is I go look at the top left and I see the sign and that's it.
You just look for the mark.
I'm looking.
The mark that's not on the head but in the game.
Exactly.
The game will tell you if it's male or female. So
wait, that's crazy. Could you imagine going to like fucking buy a Pokemon plushie? You have to sit there sorting through like hundreds of them to try and find the male one.
It's shiny hunting plushies.
Yeah, like
that would be a funny bit. They should do that.
They should. The variant one. Well, don't they do that with Dittos anyways?
With Dittos? What do you mean?
Well, because
like they have Ditto plushies?
Yeah, don't they have at Pokemon centers like you can have a big old pool of like the Pikachus, and then in the middle of the Pikachus there's like one with the Ditto face in it. Isn't that something that they literally do?
That I don't know. That would be cool though.
Can you teleport any gender in Pokemon? Well, gender is a social construct, so no. But Pokemon sex, probably. Pikachu has that thing.
Pikachu does have
on the tail.
He does have that thing on him.
The tail. The tail is different on the female one. I invented sex. It was this lyric from fucking Kanye West and Jay-Z's Otis. I invented swag. Popping bottles, putting supermodels in the cab.
Inventing swag is that is a resume. That you put that at the top of your resume.
That's what I'm saying. You put that whole song on the top of your resume. You know
Yeah.
what? I have some big news for you. It just hit 9 o'clock. Wubba lubba
Yo,
dub
all right, do it. Do we just send it? We don't. Do we even need to heal? Yeah.
dub. No, probably not. We could just do this, right?
I think we just yeah. All right, so yeah, we need like the clock.
Yeah, I need like a clock on screen.
What's just like a real-time clock, I guess, or something.
I just don't know how to.
Time.is, the exact time. Cool. Okay, so we have to go in like 1 second intervals.
Now you're figuring out this, Jim. Now you're starting to figure out.
Well, this isn't too bad. It's only right though, so we can move. It's only right inputs every other second, so this shouldn't be too bad. And
I'm gonna see. Okay, I got the timer on screen.
okay.
All right. So we want to go into this. Oh my god, that's a fucking double battle.
Yeah,
oh, wait,
we don't want to.
talk.
We don't even need. Wait, do we have to fight? Is that a rule that we have to fight every gym leader or gym trainer? I don't remember. I feel like it's not. I don't remember doing it in the other gyms. Like in Brawly's gym, I don't remember.
It is not a rule.
Okay. So we can do this a lot more simple.
Oh, I just accidentally flashed all the rules on screen. We'll just ignore that, Chad.
I didn't see them, so.
That's okay. Just ignore that. I just realized that it was on the same
no
window
spoilers.
as the clock.
Okay, so let's go underneath the button. So if we go down 1, we want to talk to this guy, like, so avoid the button. So we want to go right. We want to go right
go
1,
now.
2, 3 tiles. Yeah. But whenever we can go right, we want to go right 3 tiles, and then we want to walk up.
Okay.
And actually, no, we'll need to do right again, but that's okay. But there's not that many rights that we have to make in this gym, which is the good thing. So yeah, we'll just wait out this minute.
This is a talented rule I wrote. Actually, just a waste of my.
Wait,
actually,
but the zero is.
Zero's not an
Can we
even
move
number.
with the 0?
Zero's not an even number.
Can be divided by 2.
Okay, I just googled it. Zero is it does say 0 is an even number.
All right, so now we are soft locked in here. Hell, we might as well fight these 2 trainers. We might as well just get some. We might as well just get some experience.
Now that I've googled it, mathematically 0 is an even number. So you know what? Maybe I should have waited a little extra longer.
It's okay. This is some
Well,
good.
we're here for like 7 minutes.
It's good testing ground. Let's just make sure we don't run out of mud shot PP. That's the main thing. Uh-oh. What a Mogus will be coming in.
That's really smart of me, actually. But technically
That's
it's
true.
03, which is odd. But it's. Wait, no, because 0 is not a place on the clock.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, if we're looking at the face of a clock.
Yeah, it's when
That's a
it
good point. Well, now
pans
it's
on a
4.
clock.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
okay.
now we have to wait a minute anyway. So
Okay. Okay. If it pans on a clock, right?
It does say if any hand.
Okay. Well, now.
But now
we just have to wait like
a minute.
45 seconds. Yeah, it's fine.
This is such a stupid fucking rule.
I will say, much easier than winning a game of Fortnite or taking down Mike Tyson in Punch Out. I much prefer waiting a minute rather than bashing my face against Mike Tyson over and over again.
Well, if you like rules about bashing your head against things, let me tell you the rules coming up. God bless my life.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
But why'd you say the hands of
better...
the clock so base your rules off an analog clock? Dude, it's for the fucking video, bro. Be nice to the people who can't read analog time.
All right, let's lock in.
Oh.
Boom.
Oh.
Boom. Okay, yeah, now just hold up. Talk to this guy. This dude's got a zigzagoon and a gulpin in the electric type gym for some reason.
Does the 0 not point to the 12? Is there a 1/10 of a minute? Is there like a 10-minute hand on a clock? Have you ever looked at one?
I feel like most people under the age of like 25 don't know how to read analog clocks.
I've met people at 25 who cannot read analog clock. I've met people older than me who can't read fucking analog clock.
Yeah. Okay, maybe it's just a bigger systemic issue.
Quite frankly.
All right.
Quite frankly, it is kind of a coin toss whether or not people can read, and we're fucked.
Okay, so we actually don't need to go right yet. So let's just go left and then up 2. You want to hit that switch up the top left. Yep. Okay, now we wait. But we're almost there. This is all we had to do. This gym is super easy. So we got pretty lucky that this rule was for Watson's gym, because this is probably one of the easiest gyms to do it in if you know what you're doing.
I learned it at 5. How could you not? How did you know it was an hour if you couldn't read the clock? I didn't say I can't read it. I wear a watch, chat. I can read analog. I didn't say I can't. My watch is off.
Uh-oh.
It's off by 5 seconds. Wait, we're using the minute hand? Well, it says any hand on the clock.
Seconds count too.
Yes.
So now we lock in. Okay, now we just hold up. We're there. Boom! Look at that! We made it to a gym! Let's go! Oh my god, and now, thank god we picked Marshtomp and it hasn't died somehow. Thank god we have Mudkip on our side. This could have been a lot harder. I will say though, this fight, even with Marshtomp, do you want to take the clock off for the... You know what? I didn't consider this. Did it say move right or pressing right? Because we did click right.
It's move right.
Okay, so we're good.
It is. You are not allowed to move right.
Okay, yeah. So we're chilling. I didn't know if it was just like a. Yeah, this should be a free gym then. We're actually gonna do it after all this time. We're finally gonna get a gym badge. Of course, I don't want to get too ahead of myself because worse things have happened. A couple of mudshot misses into supersonics connecting, and things could spiral out of control real fast. So, but I believe in us.
Oh my god, the big gym! What the fuck? That thing was flashing.
That dude flashed.
What the hell? And he sonic boomed us, and it's over.
Ooh, okay.
And we're fighting fucking Guile from Street Fighter.
Let's go. Magneton has been defeated. God, we are 6 levels higher, and we still got outsped. ... kind of doo-doo.
Well, that's not his name, first of all. ... Oh wait, it is ...
Sorry.
Why does it not show up? Why does it not?
I don't know.
Why does it not show up the other dot? That's so funny. Why?
Amogus is too powerful.
Why is it missing a dot? Oh, how useless.
We're chilling. Let's go.
Did we do it? Guys, we did it. We beat the gym.
Oh my god. We did it!
Wow!
We did it! Oh, and we almost got a Gyarados out of it.
Wow, guys! We received the Dynamo badge!
The 3rd gym is down! Let's go!
Yes!
Let's go! Woo!
Oh my god.
We're like, what, 30 hours into this playthrough or something?
Dude, thank god. 30 hours, 4 Pokemon, fuck my stupid life. Fuck my stupid, useless life. Okay, well, can
And
we leave
did
this
it.
gym?
And look, we don't even have to press right.
Oh,
We can
God
just walk
bless.
all the way down.
Wow, I should have
Let's
just
go.
said you can't move at all.
Okay, do we want to... Now we have to beat Mario 1-1.
Yeah, it's probably wise to do that, huh?
Okay, let's...
Oh, I forgot to restart the
lock in.
30-minute timer. Well, that's fine.
Uh-oh. It hasn't been 30 minutes yet, so we're good.
No, I know.
Okay, let's make sure my controls are working and we don't die to 1-1 Goomba.
Well, 1-1 Goomba is the strongest enemy of all time.
It really is. I don't know how people used to defeat it, like back in the 80s. I probably would have never gotten past 1-1 Goomba.
No. In the 80s, I wouldn't, but that's because I was still tied to my... I wasn't even, like, a thought in my mom's head. I didn't even, like, exist.
We weren't even close to existing yet. Oh, look at that. I think that might have been a world record. That was
If this was 1987, bro, I still wouldn't have even been, like, a concept in my mom's head. Like, I still, like...
Alright, I've done it. Mario has been defeated. Mario 1-1 has conquered.
First time chatter, how big is your pinky? Dude, fucking XD? What's going on here? Well, now what?
Well,
we fucked up a
now
rule, now that I thought
we
about
make
it.
our... What's that?
Well, we forgot to call Watson Senpai.
Oh shoot.
No,
Did we say his name? Oh, Watson Senpai, we apologize. We can fix that in post.
Yeah, fucking editor put Senpai. There you go. Now put that up behind it.
There you go. We got the isolated.
All right. Well, now where do we
so
go?
now we can utilize our rock smash move. So perhaps we want to figure out who we want to give that to. I think our only options are either Gyarados or the starter. so for right now, it's only the starter that we have.
Well, what level is Gyarados?
20. So if we wanted to put it on Gyarados,
Well, what do you think is
we know what to do.
What do you pick, coach? I'm not the coach.
We can throw it on Gyarados. It doesn't have, you know,
What do you think's the
it doesn't
better
have
option,
a whole
coach?
lot of moves that it can use once it evolves. So we might as well give it something else to click, I suppose.
That's fair. Everybody's
we
saying
can-
hi to
we can
Will, but
use-
Will's actually not the editor of this video. The video editor this time is Slithera.
I'm kind of shocked that you know who the editor of this is gonna be, given that it's potentially months.
Well,
away
Slithera
from
loves. Well,
going in
Slithera
production.
already agreed, and I think I'd already started it.
Oh,
So it's just been
okay.
sitting in Slithera's hard drive.
Gotcha. Yo, what's up, Dylan? Are you ready to witness peak? Altrive, what are your thoughts on Dylan's Switch tier list?
On what?
It's a hot button topic. Have you seen Dylan's Nintendo Switch titles tier list?
Could you send it to me?
Yeah, hold on. It's many people are talking about it.
The people are talking about it.
The people, it's a topic of discussion, that's for sure.
I think I saw Don showed me their tier list, and I had minor gripes with it. I'm gonna assume this is probably gonna be the exact same minor gripes that I've had with Don's.
Look, people have had some gripes. All right, I sent it to you.
You sent it to me.
Yep.
All right.
I have not seen it since Big Account quote retweeted it. So
What does big account quote retweet mean? What is that?
what's their name? They're like some film YouTuber.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm looking at this tier list. All right.
Twitter
let's
ain't
break-
ready for me to talk about One Piece. Dylan, it's the perfect time. Badass t-shirt. Thank you. It says, I don't know if you can read it. The wolf howls, but the hawk to us.
All right. So there, immediately right off the bat, there's a couple tiers wrong with this. All right. There's a couple things I'd adjust. First of all, it's very simple. 1-2 switch and arms is too low. Those games are awesome, quite frankly.
So move those up to good game.
Move those up. Put. We can put. I'll concede that arms should be whatever. 1-2 switch should be a good game. Have you felt the Joy-Con HD rumble when they have the marbles in the controller? That's the real shit.
Sorry. The 1-2 switch.
1-2 switch.
The marble
Have you ever
game?
felt the marble game where they have the marbles in
I
the
have played the
controller?
marble game.
And wasn't
Yeah.
that crazy? Put that up in good game.
That maybe it deserves a tier of its own.
That's what I'm
you
saying.
can literally feel the marbles tier.
Next. Pokemon Sword and Shield, too high. It should also be put into ruined gaming as a whole. In fact, I would go as far to say that there should be a tier below ruined gaming as a whole, and you should put all of the Pokemon games but Pikachu and Eevee
We need
in that tier.
Sword and Shield truthers. We need more Sword and Shield truthers.
Because the reality of it is, I'm assuming Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is there because it made people accept mediocrity or even below mediocrity as a game. But I think Sword and Shield was the stepping stone. I think that was the first mediocre game. That was like truly mediocre that led into Scarlet and Violet.
I feel like if we want to trace this back, I feel like we could trace it all the way back to like Gen 6. I feel like the seeds were planted very early on when it comes to Pokemon
Perhaps.
entering the 3D era. It just has not been its finest moment.
Perhaps, but I think Sword and Shield was the one that planted the seed for what Scarlet and Violet is. Breath of the Wild,
I will say there's definitely parts of of Sword and Shield that I like a lot better than Violet. Like I think that I think Sword and Shield does a better job of capturing like the like excitement and like the what it's trying to sell, like that you're going on this journey through, like you're trying to become the best, you're going to these arenas to battle. I think it does that way better than what Scarlet and Violet does.
That's
but
true,
I think
but
that's
we
mostly
are
Scarlet
comparing-
Violet is just like, I think if Scarlet Violet came out on the Switch 2, it wouldn't have the same complaints because I think a lot of it was performance issue based for Scarlet Violet.
We are comparing shit to poop, so that is something to take in mind here.
Yeah, I feel like Sword Shield always gets shit on a lot. I feel like I have to defend it somewhat. I still don't love it, but I think
I think it's better than what is out now. Yes, but that's not like a high bar. That's like
yeah, I'm with you on that.
I think
one.
it's a bad game, and it's just they made worse.
My
But I
favorite
think
part
that's-
about Pokemon is the battling. So when I get to go into a battle and I'm in this like epic arena, like we undeniably VGC was peak in Scarlet Violet when they're in like this
probably.
huge arena.
I don't play it like that, so that's fine. So I just
Yeah,
think Sword and Shield are too
I mean
high.
that's the thing about Pokemon. Like
I
people
think-
get mad at my Pokemon opinions, and they're playing Pokemon for a very different reason than me.
Quite
So
frankly, I just think the placement for Sword and Shield is too high. I also think the Animal Crossing New Horizons is too high because gaming as a whole ruined. I think New Horizons is also like. I think that's
You think New
Nintendo's-
Horizons could be in the bottom tier?
Well, because like that's a game that had nothing at launch for this, that came out so early on the Switch's
Yeah.
release, like lifespan, where people thought they would add new things to the game and they didn't. There was expectations of patches to improve the game, and Nintendo got
agree.
away
I
with throwing that promise away. So I also would put that in ruin as gaming as a whole.
Yeah, I think New Horizons has set a really could potentially have set a really bad precedent for Animal Crossing, because it's like that was so many people's first Animal Crossing game, and if that is the new standard for Animal Crossing, I'm gonna be super disappointed. Because I did not like New Horizons, and I've loved every other Animal.
Pokemon Tournament DX, I would move from it's bad to whatever because that was the first exploit that would let you hack a Switch, and I think that's funny.
Oh my god.
Smash Ultimate whatever is fine, I guess. I don't like that game that much, but I'll accept it.
Jesus, I didn't realize there were 8 years in between New Leaf and New Horizons. That's crazy. I have a really fun video idea for Animal Crossing, but like I feel like there's no Animal Crossing hype right now. I want to wait until a new game comes out, but then I don't know if I'll do it if it's not going to come out until like 2028.
And then Breath of the Wild being it literally ruined gaming as a whole. I like that game, but I think That game is so that's the biggest this game is good but game of all time.
Yeah,
IMO.
I
That game
can
is-
see why people wouldn't like it. It scratched an itch for me, but I can see why people
Yeah,
wouldn't
that's the
like
perfect.
it.
But to me, I actually don't really complain about it being in it ruined gaming as a whole, because without Breath of the Wild, we wouldn't have this. We wouldn't have Genshin Impact, and Genshin Impact absolutely fucking slaughtered gaming.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild is what gave us Genshin
So, like-
Impact.
so, like, I
Totally
actually
justified
don't-
in this tier.
I actually don't hate it in that tier. I actually am not
I have
complaining
extra.
about it
Dylan
being
said I have
there.
extra hatred for Breath of the Wild because all we get are Breath of the Wild like games in current
No,
year.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. So it's like, if Breath of the Wild being in it ruined gaming as a whole makes sense if we're talking about what it did to the industry. If we're talking about the game as its own merits, then I think it's the biggest it's good but game of all time.
Yeah, I think in this tier list, that's probably the most justified placement of all, because it really did like completely change the scope. And if you think it changed it for the worse, then that's like completely justified.
Now, Tears of the Kingdom. I was literally talking. I think I was talking to Kate about this yesterday, last night. Tears of the Kingdom. What the? That game pisses me off. That game makes me mad because
I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom.
that game makes me mad, and I also agree that it goes into the ruined gaming as a whole because like. I was saying this to Kate either this morning or last night, but like
$70 DLC.
no, that's what I'm saying. So like Miles Morales Spider-Man, not to say that this is the best game of all time, right?
Yeah.
But Spider-Man Miles Morales was a game that started off as a Spider-Man DLC, but they decided it had too much content, so they made it its own game, and they sold it for $40 to $50. So they sold it for $20-$30 under the launch. It was a launch title for PS5, and it wasn't 70. It was fucking 40. It only was 70 when it was bundled with Spider-Man, right?
I think that's just like a Nintendo issue. So I guess you just have to find like the genesis of when Nintendo never like has Nintendo ever discounted their games, or was there
No, but like what
a
I'm just
game
saying
that
is that it's so
started that?
fascinating because like that game had the same start, and so they made the game cheaper than a AAA game. Why the fuck is Tears of the
Yeah.
Kingdom $70? I cannot comprehend why it's 70. 60, I'm a little mad, but 70 is like you actually just made it more expensive. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I haven't played it, so I have no idea what it's like.
It's just Breath of the Wild. It's just Breath of the Wild. That's all it is. It's just Breath of the Wild, but again, it's Breath of the Wild with a worse story. It sucks. It's just bad. I actually just don't like that game at all in the slightest. And it's $70. I don't have an opinion on Fire Emblem Engaged, but seeing how you put 3 houses in it's bad, but put Fire Emblem Engaged in good game says a lot. Because I also thought 3 houses was bad. I didn't even make it past the first level.
Dylan says I got a lot of backlash for calling Ring Fit good. I guarantee you that 99.99% of the people that were flaming you for that have never played it in their lives.
Dylan, here's my question. Whenever somebody flames you for that game, how do you respond? How do you
You just
respond
post a
when
pic
someone
of
says it?
yourself.
No. I'm just asking
Post a pic.
how do they replace it? How do you respond to someone? Because you know what I would do? I would just say, what do you look like?
Just post pics.
Just what do
You
you
gotta
look
post-
like?
Yeah,
Anytime
you
someone
gotta
says...
post a pic.
Plus, it's crazy to like beef on Ring Fit being in the tier good game. It's not. You're not even saying
Yeah.
it's like a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's not like there's
like-
a peak tier or anything. Yeah.
Like good game to me just means it's at least a 6 out of 10. That's how
Dylan says very
or like
unfit
at least a
take.
7 out of 10.
Dylan
like-
says very unfit take.
Like a good game to me is a 7. That's like at most these games are like 7s. 7s out
Yeah,
of 10.
good is like 6, 7. Like once you're getting an 8, 9, 10, that's like great, excellent, you know.
I actually base my number scoring based off of my anime. This is the most virgin thing ever.
The Mal? Oh my god,
Well, no,
no
because
way.
Mal has a 1 through 10, but then they have words next to each number.
Yeah.
So then I just use whatever word I can think of to describe what I'm consuming. That's the number. So 7 is good.
I just stopped
6,
using Mal because I would literally consume anime, and the whole time I was watching, I would just think about what score I was going to give it, which was not a good way to consume anime.
That's just Letterboxd, bro. Like, what's going on here? But like, good is 7 on that list. 6 is 5.
Yeah.
5 is average. So like, if I can describe something as good, that's a 7, bro. Which is funny because I tell that to people and they get so mad because I'll give a game a 7. They're like, "What do you mean only a 7?" I'm like, "That's good. That's a good score."
Right. Yeah. Good. People aren't satisfied with good. We've had reviewflation.
But yeah, I think you move ARMS and 1-2 switch up. I think you move all of the Pokemon games down except for Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee because they just like those games are just so nothing. They just exist and are there.
They are bad.
And
I will say
they're also the
bad.
best looking. They're the best looking Pokemon games. They're the best looking Pokemon games. 3D Pokemon games.
That's true, and that's all they have going for them. That is literally the only thing they have going for them. It's like the game is if it just had like if it was just Kanto and just in the updated graphics, but they neutered the battle system and you have to play Pokemon Go. So it's like, oh cool, they look nice.
Here's what I would love to hear is how does Pokemon, not that I disagree, because I think the game is one of the worst video games I've ever played.
Yeah.
But why is Legends Arceus and Ruin Gaming as a whole outside of the quality of its game? That's just my question. Also, Nintendo Labo's too low. You are just not like, you have no whimsical joy in your heart. Also, Nintendo Labo is an entire game engine, and you can make games inside of it. And I think that's cool. This is like ranking a Lego set as like it's bad tier. I'm like, what? Come on, man.
I think it's just such a funny assortment of games that Dylan has played on the Switch.
Like Nintendo Labo and it's bad is like fucked up.
Dylan says the gameplay loop of PLA is even more boring than usual Pokemon games.
Yeah, I'm not saying that I think it's genuinely one of the worst games I've played. I think it might be a bottom 5 game of all time for me. My question is
I'm gonna run to the bathroom while you argue with Dylan.
Well, I can't read Dylan's messages, but all I'm asking from Dylan,
I'll be back to relay it. I'll be back soon.
All I ask from Dylan is just, what is it? Just that it's so bad that it should be there, or is there some sort of industry impact? Because to me, I think Legends Arceus started at Pokemon Sword and Shield first. I still think that one's the catalyst, and I would put that one there instead. I would just put all of them there. I'm just wondering why Legends Arceus ruined gaming as a whole, because it seems like a self-contained thing, except for the fact that they're making a second game. That's all I ask. I just want to know how it's connected. Its industry impact for open world Go Touch the Thing creeping its way into Pokemon. Okay, so this feels so intentionally contrarian, I can't lie. No, but that's the thing, is that I agree with most of it. Like Fire Emblem 3 Houses I thought was bad. This game was bad. I don't like Mario Odyssey. That's just me. I didn't play this. The sports games are bad. Like, I can't complain about that. Like I said, I agree with most of this, except for I have no opinion on Fire Emblem Engage, and ARMS is awesome. Which I argue began with Breath of the Wild, but it's contributing to the problem. That's valid. I just haven't seen Pokemon Arceus affect games outside of Nintendo. Because I feel like for me, it's like for the Pokemon games, it starts with Sword and Shield, and then like Sword and Shield is the beginning issue. Arceus is the exacerbated, and Scarlet and Violet is like the ultimate product of like what these Pokemon games can get away with. That's all I see.
Are we putting the tier list away?
I'm putting it away.
Go away now.
But that's fair.
I think that's a good call.
But no, I just think ARMS should be higher. That game's good. Sword and Shield didn't have as many performance issues, but Sword and Shield was the game that was semi-open world that didn't have as many performance issues, but it still had them. It still didn't run. It still looked like that. It still cut content and lied to the people who consume their product, like actively. Like everything about the production of that game continued on to like, hey, what if we just do the bare minimum and make a fuck ton of money? I think Legends Arceus is then the next step lower, and then Scarlet and Violet is like the pits. But we're talking about like Sword and Shield could be like a 2 out of 10, and those other games are 1 out of 10s. I just don't see the effect of Legends Arceus affecting industry past Scarlet Violet and Pokemon Legends ZA. But I think it's slightly better. I mean, that's fine. I mean, like I said, like I think, like for example, I think Breath of the Wild is better than all of the games at the bottom of that tier. But I also don't think I agree it should be there.
Yeah, I think that tier placement was very justified. I think you can definitely make the argument for every single one of those games in that tier. Like I think people look at it as just bottom tier, and then, you know, well, I mean, maybe Dylan does probably just hate those games, but like also
yeah,
the
I mean, Dylan
that,
hates
like,
those
the
games,
game,
but like,
yeah.
Also, all
do we
Pokemon
have a
games are
level
slap.
20? Do we have a Gyarados yet?
No, we were ranting looking at the tier list.
We're getting a lot of Amogus. I'm a little scared.
This could be just such a nothing short stream. We got 15 minutes left, but you know what? We're having fun.
We beat a gym. I think that's,
we did. That's actually
if we beat a gym and get a Gyarados, we have made so much progress.
Here's the crazy thing that I also said. I think it was this morning that I also messaged Kate about, which was like, Dylan, you watched the Xbox thing. We're having fun talking while we're grinding. You watched the Xbox.
Also, we might be dead to a bite crit from those Uchiana, so it might be worth beating Mario 1-1 to get a heal, yeah.
But like, what? I'm sorry, what do you mean Game Freak is making like an Xbox exclusive game that looks like that?
That is extremely funny.
I watched everything from Summer Games Fest. I'm not saying that game looks good. I am just saying, if Game Freak can make a game that looks like that, then why does Scarlet and Violet look like that?
Great question.
It's like, all I'm asking is like, I'm not saying that that's like a 10. I'm saying like that game looks like a 6. Why does Scarlet and Violet look like that?
Yeah, Scarlet and Violet looks...
If they're capable of like a 6 or a 7, why is Scarlet and Violet a fucking... It was laggy. That's irrelevant. Irrelevant to the question. I'm not questioning whether or not the game runs. I'm questioning why Scarlet and Violet is laggy and it looks like that.
With the power of the Switch 2, it would run so well.
Like you're confusing me saying that I think that game looks like it runs really well. I'm not. I just died on one.
Jump man.
No, we're not jumping, man. I died to 1-1.
No. Okay.
And the 1-1 Goomba kicked my ass. I got fucking hands, bro.
1-1 Goomba does tend to do that. Okay, well, you know what? We can just use another. We can just grind up with somebody else. We don't have to. Yeah, we can just use.
This is wise. This is wise. Wisdom and wisdom. But yeah,
we'll take the 30 minutes and then do that. Do what we will with that.
Well, we'll take the 15 minutes. So it sounds like we'll just grind until we get a Gyarados and then see what we can do in that minute afterwards. But yeah, I don't question. I'm not questioning whether or not that game runs well. I'm just saying it looks better than Scarlet and Violet. And then I go, why does Scarlet and Violet look like that? What the fuck happened?
It feels like they're trying to go for like they're stuck between going for a stylized game versus like a realistic game with modern Pokemon. I feel like if they just pick the lane.
Pokemon would be highly if it was photorealistic. That's
lane.
Irrelevant. You are confusing me saying that I want Pokemon to be realistic. I'm saying that game looks like they put effort into what it looks like, and the castle in Scarlet and Violet looks like a sphere, and it's unrendered. It doesn't run. That's all. Look, one has a cohesive art style, and one looks like a child's pottery lesson.
Like, why don't they just look at the old like GameCube 3D games, and they should just take inspiration from those games.
Sure,
like,
fuck it. We could be even more annoying. Why don't they just? Why wasn't Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl just Octopath, bro? Like, fuck it. We could just be so more.
Yeah, annoying. I mean that's Why? Like, why isn't Pokemon in general? I really think that everything that's bad about Pokemon stems from the jump to 3D. Really, like truly, because they were really good at sprite work, and then they had like they'd gotten to this peak point, and then a bunch of Redditors and stuff got the game early, and they shit on it, And then everybody's like, we need 3D. And then now we've been set down this path for like 10 years where Pokemon games are just always gonna look bad because they're just not good at making 3D games. They were so good at making sprites and like the sprite work in the older games looks so good. And now all the games just look bad.
The Octopath treatment is such an easy thing to do to any game, but it works. It simply works. Put shadows on a pixel art game, looks good. Don't care if it's lazy, looks awesome. Put as much bloom as you want on it. Mwah. I want to look like I have astigmatism when I'm playing a video game, not complaining.
Pokemon Stadium 2 is the best looking 3D Pokemon game. They had move animations. Yeah, all the Pokemon games that had...
Yeah, what is it? Battle Revolution for the Nintendo Wii? That game looked
Battle
cool.
Revolutions, yeah. Hey, maybe Pokemon Champions or whatever it be.
No, genuinely, what the fuck happened?
I don't know.
Sword and Shield was good 3D wise. This is revisionist history. This is like
it's
Scarlet.
Too hard.
This is like Scarlet.
It's too hard to make a
Violet.
story and the battles look good. You can only focus on one at a time.
Scarlet and Violet came out, and Pokemon Legends Arceus came out, and they're like two of the ugliest video games ever made. So now everyone's sitting here glazing Sword and Shield, thinking it looks good now.
The bar the bar hit the floor, and they're like, "Damn,
the
Sword Shield,
the bar lowered.
Oh, baby.
The bar lowered, and they're like, "Wait a minute, it's evolving."
Carol. Oh my God, this is about to be the biggest Amogus glow up that we've ever seen. Whoa, what's it gonna be? Oh my God. Whoa.
Holy fuck, it changed slightly blue.
Holy.
It changed shades.
And now we have our Rock Smash guy. It's a different shade of blue.
I'm sorry, but people saying the graphics are the only problem with the Pokemon games are lying to themselves. The gameplay is the problem too. Yeah, but that takes too many words and people don't want to listen to me. Because I thought, listen, I loaded up Gym 1 and Scarlet and Violet, and they had me push a ball around, and I felt like a 3-year-old. I was like, yay, ball.
Also, yeah, the gameplay issues stem from it being in a 3D world too, so like, that is part of the problem.
Alright, let's give this thing Rock Smash, and then do we want to call it?
Yep.
Or...
Yeah, we can call it.
Okay. Sun and Moon Toad and Pokemon were better than gym leaders? Alright, let's not go that far.
Any Sun and Moon glaze gets you an instant ban around here.
Listen,
that is not allowed.
I like Sun and Moon. I'm not gonna say that the Totem Pokemon were better than the gym leaders.
I think they're less interesting fights. They might be harder in some cases, but I think they're less interesting.
I would much rather have a whole ass stupid fucking gym puzzle and everything.
I agree.
But I respect that it's new. That's it.
Yeah, they try, like, it's nice when they try and change up the formula. I think they've got such a good formula that they don't really need to change it all that much. Just make it look good, make the battles fun, and make good monster designs, and I'll be happy.
Exactly. All right, we want to call it a short time this time.
We can call it. We
come back another
started
time.
in Mauville 3 streams in a row, but we will finally leave Mauville City.
But we're leaving Mauville next time. Sorry guys, it was such a short one, but I had something to do and we started late, simply put.
Yeah. Oh well. I mean, honestly, with how this is structured, I think getting through just the gym today is probably good for us.
That's true. But next time
we can hit it hard.
We'll go longer and harder, you know?
We'll get to Lava Ridge. We can definitely beat Flannery next time.
Yeah, I'm ready for the Flannery gym.
Me too. I can't wait to see what you have in store for us.
Awesome. All right. Well, are you also ending, or are you still going?
I think I'm gonna keep going actually.
All right, I'll send the people to the Captain Kid.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh my God, guys! You guys are gonna go watch Captain Kid now. Oh my God! Wow, guys!
No way!
Have fun!
No way!
Wow!
I guess I'll stop my recording.
Have fun, guys! Wow! Have fun! Bye, guys! Bye!